Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you guys doing alright. So, for the last year, everybody's been covering the Puffy story, Drake shit and everything. Basically, all the fall of the 90s, all the superstars. And I was watching a documentary. A guy did like an hour, 2 hour video on Puffy. And how Puffy's not the first Puffy. And how, just like anybody else, they were shown those things. They were given permission. And as I was watching it, I felt bad for him. But I've already done that before, so I do feel bad, but I don't feel bad because what I've learned from this is, once again, the Bible was right, And the Bible said, you're not on top yet, and you're going to have to accept that. And it said that you're going to work for your enemies and you're going to help them build their kingdom. Like Daniel, like all the other times they went to slavery. And there's certain rules that we have no choice but to apply by. And they're unfair. Like, your enemy don't want you to rise above them. That's anybody. You know what I mean? Who the fuck wants to, beef for somebody, then you work with them sort of, over them, and then you let them, it's not real life, dog. Nobody's gonna want that. But it's beyond that now. Like, they've made the Monopoly game and played for so long, financially, we can't really catch up in a certain way. Because, you'd have to compete, and that's the thing they're not trying to do on a certain level. Now, compete, yes, because competition makes money. You know what I mean? You bring the best out of somebody else when you compete with them. But it said we would be treated unfair, And same shit like with the Egypt thing, They didn't even gain as much power, at least I don't remember, but I'm sure they did. Once they got free, they grew a number, which means power, voting power, work power, thinking power, And Puffy taught me a very valuable lesson, because he said a lot of things at the end or near the end, like, I want to do this for the people, and we need to own our own something. I just want to own a tequila. I just want to own my own record label, And unfortunately, he went rogue and showed everybody how to do it. How to be worldwide famous real fast. With some hard work, because, you don't get to that level not doing nothing. So he put in the work he had to meet the people he had to learn the things he needed to. And then he just robbed and robbed and robbed. And then, I don't know what the details are, so I don't care to talk about it. But it's the same thing in the pursuit of every man. You want to live better, you want to do good for your family. Then you get rich and you're like, I want to do good for more than the people that work for me. And then they have families and you're like, I want to do good for us, And then, even though you're on the bad side, you're building, you're competing, you're breaking the rules. They said you can get up there. Stop trying to bring niggas with you. And niggas never learn. You know? Because they tell us, you're free. You can compete. You could da-da-da-da-da. I don't give a fuck what no law says. I don't care what nobody says out of their mouth. What you do to me is what the truth is. I don't care about what you say in front of everybody else. Whatever you do to me, that's who you are to me. So, seeing that the Bible said, you're screwed until you learn my laws. I will save you. Not your pen, not your guns, not yourself. My law. Because I'll take favor on you. Now, a man like me believes in that because I've studied and watched and looked like every other black man in the world and I'm like, yo, this is what we're up against. And then when you see the details and how intricate the plan is, just by reading the Bible and just seeing what has come before you. You don't need to be a genius, you just watch what happens and you're like, oh shit. Regardless if you're a good guy or a rogue, you're not Jesus. And everybody that plays that fucking role, you go on that cross. Now, Puff, I guess, or many others, they try to do it the Sith Lord way, I guess. Thinking that they can get down, If I do what they do, then I'll be in, and then I'll be one of them, and then my people will back me up as long as they don't know my shit, and then I help, but I'm gonna pound you niggas. You niggas gonna give me a whole lot of money. I'm gonna stay the one, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be King David on the tyrant level. But you niggas will be free, won't you? You niggas will be able to do things, won't you? Like, sound the horns. Like, I gotta shout out Puff. That sounds weird coming out my mouth, but it don't, because before all the allegations and everything, everyone would shout him out and say all the accolades of what he did. Like before, like Puffy showed everybody how to go sound the horns. Puffy showed everyone how to go commercial. How to make white people like your fucking nigger rap and dance around like a fucking whatever you want, monkey or whatever the fuck, He showed us how to fucking stop. Oh, you want to make money? You really want to make money? You know the rules. Cut your braids off because they don't want to see that shit. Stop dressing with all that. If you're going to dress in the hoodies and all that, you better shine up a little bit. You better make it look good. All that dusty I'm in the hood shit, nah, that shit's only going to go so far, dog. Nobody want to see that, dog. Not on a worldwide stage. They want to hear your stories. They want to hear your flows and all that, but you niggas look like whatever you look like. You don't look like it's what it is. You don't look like what you express, because you don't even realize it. They realize it when you're doing your raps and all these things, like sitting there. And they're like, yo, bro, they're saying words that are English, but I don't know what the fuck they're saying. And then they have to sit there for 20 years listening to our music and figure out all the things we see. You just don't realize, because you didn't grow up in that time. I grew up in a time where motherfuckers didn't even know what rap fucking barely was. And, yo, what are they saying? And you get it? Anyway, so even for all the bad he really did, he probably did a lot more bad to people. But now the new generation all the things that motherfuckers learned from him or what he did to people, now you know how to get right, Now you know not to do all those wicked ass things, and you'll still be up. Like, imagine if Puff didn't rob all those people for the copyrights and all that. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the things. Imagine if he just didn't do the really, really bad shit, you know? Imagine it was just, he was like what normal motherfuckers is. You're a whoremonger. Man. 3 years from now, everybody would have forgave him. You know, like, oh, we get it. Your power. You're an idiot. You're drugs or whatever. You're having sex parties. Like, imagine it was just sex parties and that slapping that girl around. You know, not all this killing and robbing. Like, you know, for every one of these bad guys they take down, what nobody else cares. Those are the only ones. That's all we have. And it's fucking sickening, bro. And that's why I say that's the basic message of the day. Stop trying to compete with them. If they let your ass make money, they let your ass make... Listen, dog, if they're making billions, then your range is millions. Well, we know these niggas ain't on the billions no more. They let Puffy make $1 billion, nigga. So what the fuck are they on? Trillions. That means if you make $1 billion, shut the fuck up and never ask to do nothing else, nigga. I wanna own it. I wanna buy this and shit. Like, well, you wanna go bye-bye? Or do you wanna feed your people that money that you're making, that they're letting you make, you dumb fucking goofy? Like, I guess this is a message for the Sith. You Sith Lord guys. Yep, sound horns. Like, yo, bro. Because I can't stop nobody from doing what they do. And I know they just going to replace these niggas anyway. You could do more with less if you actually wasn't a greedy ass nigga. You know? That's the curse of being a bad guy. Most of them always wake up. Some more faster than others. But eventually, everybody wake up, man. Go look up Aleister Crowley and all them Satanist niggas that was pushing that shit hard body. Look what they said on their deathbeds. How they were wrong and they could feel it and they know their ass is done. What do you think make people turn good eventually when they're doing all that filth and all that? Cause motherfucker, God's real. And just like a nigga like me that seen God through the bullshit in this life and said, yo, there's so much going on that there's no way there's not God. There's no way they can't. If there's all this evil shit, bro, there's no way there's not some type of force behind these evil motherfuckers, bro. And then you realize, well, there's one, there's the other. If there's a sun, there's a moon. If there's a man, there's a woman. So, you know, all love, all praise to our Father. I suggest y'all do what y'all can because I get it, you know what I mean? But always remember this. The special thing about Adam and not the angels is we get forgiven because we can repent. So, you know, I get it. You know, y'all gonna fall. It's hard out here. But, yo, bro, you better repent before it's too late. My father is closing the door on y'all motherfuckers real fast lately. Seems like you dudes only getting 10, 20 years. Like I keep saying, y'all niggas be souped up about that fucking money and not realize, dog, you got 10, 20 years to spend all that shit. Fuck you talking about? Nigga, you making future plans. Oh yeah, I forgot you didn't read Ecclesiastics when the Lord said all your plans mean absolutely nothing because if you're not where he wants you to be in a story, you're going bye-bye. And it doesn't mean go to, you know, dead.